Hey everyone, it is Tuesday, July 2nd, 2013. This is Talk to Me Tuesday number 99. Got a lot to show, so I gotta talk fast. 11:59 Sunday night officially ended the 10,000 meter yarn challenge. I want to thank Aaron, Gimme Yarn 418, for another wonderful yet challenging challenge placed before us. 10,000 meters translates into 10,936 yards, translates into a whole lot of yarn. My final tallies were 11,357 yards or 10,385 meters. Yes, folks, yours truly made it. Yay! 44 projects entered and only one left incomplete, and that was the Corinne cardigan. I'm quite happy. I wasn't sure I was going to make it through. Saturday night when I was tallying things up, I was still falling short by like 500, just over 500 yards. And I'm going to wait until after I show you everything else from the challenge that I didn't show since last week and show you what actually put me over the 10,000 meters. So let's get going. First off, the knit along, which also counted towards the 10,000 meter challenge. My socks are done. I now have a pair of monkey socks. I am planning on casting on another pair this afternoon using the red and gray yarn I purchased last week. And if I find that holding the two together doesn't make it thick enough, I frog it and I start with something else. So there's my socks. I didn't show these, but I mentioned these last week. I was working on a pair of slippers, and here they are. The pattern, which you can probably see better in the black, is called the quilted cross stitch pattern. I started out, I can't remember the name of the yarn, but the color is Parfait. I did half in that and I did half in the Karen Simply Soft Black. These are super thick. These are really thick, so they're not a pair of slippers I will be wearing until the warmer or until the cold weather months hit. So putting those away, but I've still got them. I also showed a cone of peaches and cream cotton that I had bought for a bag, and this is Bob Wilson's cluster stitch bag, not bobble stitch bag like I wrote on the paper, but Bob Wilson's cluster stitch bag along with the market bag handles. So here it is. I think it came out really neat. I like the cream color with the splashes of pink and blue and purple that show up. I started mine with a single crochet instead of a double, and I actually did a couple decreases at the top just to bring the bag in slightly, but I love it. Really nice, really sturdy. And of course I had to make accessories to go with my bag. So first off is this little coin pouch, and I used natural wooden buttons for it. And I also made, where'd it go, a cell phone pouch, so I can throw my cell phone in there and won't have to worry about it getting scratched up and all. And anyone who carries a crocheted bag that is not lined with fabric knows what happens when you throw your keys in there. They poke through any place they can find. Not me. I have this little pouch here that I made. You open it up and voila, there are your keys. So it keeps them nice and protected. It doesn't allow them to poke through anywhere. So there's that. And the only other thing I made was a coupon pouch. So I have big enough to hold various size coupons. I have all my little card tags here for different stores. And I won't have to worry about losing my pen because I worked right off the back and crocheted a piece for my pen to sit in. So done. I'm hoping to have just enough left to maybe do a little pouch, a little wallet-like pouch, so that I don't have to carry this around with me all the time if I want something a little bit lighter weight, because I don't need every ounce of everything. Just my ID, my bank card, and what little bit of cash I might carry. So yeah, so that's done. The one thing that I did enter that was the last project entered that actually brought me over the 10,000 meters. I had purchased this yarn many years ago at our local thrift store. I thought it was absolutely beautiful yarn. It was a blue, green, and black twist. I couldn't feel the yarn, I couldn't handle it because it was packaged in plastic. There were 6 skeins of it. This is the paper sleeve that was around it. It is Fleshman Souffle. I have never heard of Fleshman Souffle until this. It says wash and wear. It was 6 skeins for $3.98, but because of the color sticker at the time I bought it, that color happened to be half price. So I got 6 skeins for $2. Great deal. I got it home, I opened it up, and let me tell you, it feels like jute. Okay? Unbelievable. Who in their right mind, I know it wouldn't be me, would make anything to wear out of something that feels like jute? So, I pulled a couple skeins out. I thought of making a bag, but even the thought of the strap forget it. So it's been packed away for years. I thought of it Sunday morning, and I said, you know what, I can do something with it. It didn't tell me the yards. I ran it through the yardage counter. It gave me 196 yards per skein. So I said, oh, I could always do a rug for on the floor because this is how much I really like the texture. And then I didn't know. So I didn't want that roughness against my feet. So I decided to make a laundry bag. And I know this doesn't look like much, but it has this big, huge base to it because I did some extreme increasing. And then I did a mesh pattern, and then I just went into some regular DCs and did some, last couple rounds were single crochet, and I actually did, I think, 2 decrease rounds on this just to help bring it in. But for my clothes, this will work. It gives it a nice big base for the clothes to sit on, and then of course, because of the way the handles are, no matter how full the bag is, I'll still be able to grab the handles. 2 strands together because it was like a sport weight yarn, I want to say. I don't know, but let me tell you, just this thing touching, sitting on my lap, it itches. So that's that. Brought me over the 10,000. Even though I don't like the texture of the yarn for its purpose, I don't really care. I don't have to like it, but it got me there. The only other thing I've done since the challenge ended was a couple little whimsical things. One of them I would like to introduce everybody to. This is little Karla. This is a pattern I found, and anything I can post a link to in the description, I will. She's one of them. This is a little Karla doll. I did make some changes to the hat. I just took off 2 rounds. 1 increase, 1 decrease. I thought she was so sweet. So I had to make her. And then my daughter popping around found a couple patterns. One of them was for this cloud. And yes, folks, I have a pink cloud. And another from the same person was this sun. So today it's kind of been rain, sun, rain, sun, rain, sun, you know, and then a little of both. So I think they're cute. I didn't put any faces on them, but that's okay. So that was just for fun. You know me. So that's it. That's all the crafty I have to show you this week. We do have another challenge starting on July 5th, and it goes from the 5th to the 31st of August. It's what Erin is calling a slim down, summer slim down challenge. And what it is, in essence, is you are challenged to use 20 pounds or 320 ounces or 9,072 grams of yarn, but it has to come from your stash. It cannot be yarn you run out to the store and buy. You have to actually use it from your stash itself. Of course, me, I decided to join in once again. Will I make it through the full 20 pounds? I don't know. I surprised myself with this challenge. I may surprise myself again. You never know. So, the Doctor Who Stitch Along is also still going on over at Fandom and Stitches. Yours truly, unfortunately, has no way of printing out the patterns, so right now I can't join in. If I can find a way to get the patterns printed out, then hopefully I'll be able to join in. Other than that, I can't think of anything else. My daughter should be doing another video this week. I will post a link to her channel in the description. Please go over and check it out. Unfortunately, I think I was the only one who watched her video last week, so kind of doesn't really encourage her. If we can go send a little encouragement her way, get her to hopefully start doing videos more often again, I would greatly appreciate it. So, other than that, I look forward to watching everyone's videos. I hope you all have a wonderfully crafty week, a wonderfully crafty weekend. My butt is out of here, so for me, I'm done. For you, it's good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day. Whatever it is, I really do hope it's a great one, and I will see you all next week. And, oops, sorry, by the way, before I go, anyone who is a friend of mine on Facebook who does apps, please, I'm asking you nicely, do not send me any requests to do apps. When I first got involved in Facebook, I was doing apps. They were getting totally out of hand. I was getting tons of friends requests for nothing more than to join them in friendship because they did the app too. I do not do apps. So if you could please not send me any requests to do any apps. I just ignore them anyway, but just to save yourself the trouble, please do not. Alright, I'm sorry. That's just me. My Facebook page is for crafty and creepy and humorous, and that's that. So other than that, that's it. Okay, I'll see you all next week. Goodbye.